Welcome to my channel. This playlist offers insights into the impending golden age of humanity. Feel free to show your support by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Your engagement is greatly appreciated. Thank you. The Great Shift is upon us, and it will bear significant consequences for both our planet and humanity. Before we delve further, let's refresh our understanding. The universe of Eon encompasses 12 densities or frequency layers, where past, present, and future converge within the eternal now. Similarly, planet Terra is also comprised of 12 densities, and there are multiple versions of the planet. What truly matters is where we choose to direct our focus. For countless millennia, the planetary consciousness, or Gaia, has focused on the third density, where the battle between polar opposites is most intense. Now we stand at the precipice of change, heralding the long-awaited shift. This ascension process is not only an upgrade, but also a divergence. Two paths, two groups, two polarities, and ultimately two separate planets. This is the bifurcation that ultimately leads to unity. Gaia is now focused on the fourth realm, and nature has seamlessly followed suit. Humans who are awake are conscious of this shift and coexist harmoniously with Gaia in the fourth density, edging closer to the fifth. However, the majority of humanity remains rooted in the third density and must elevate their vibrational frequency to avoid being left behind. Those who resist this transformative upgrade will find themselves embarking on another ascension cycle spanning 26,000 years within the third density school of polar opposites and amnesia. From our ninth density perspective, Gaia is imminently on the verge of shifting her focus to the fifth realm. However, for humans currently living on Terra, this should be understood as a gradual transformation unfolding over the next century. Humanity is poised to align with this transition, necessitating both a biological and spiritual evolution. For most individuals, this means elevating their vibrational frequency while inhabiting fourth density bodies, aligning themselves with the resonance of the fifth. A significant portion of humanity won't complete this transformation within their current physical bodies. Age matters, and the younger population will have time to adjust to the new light codes and might be capable of achieving what's known as an in-body ascension. Other humans will leave their fourth density bodies, go through the death portal, and choose fifth density avatars for their next incarnation. The fifth density Earth, as well as the sixth, seventh, and eighth density versions of this planet, is already a reality. Additionally, there are fifth density realities already available based on choice of polarity, service to self or service to others. Thus, it's not a matter of creating new planets, realities, or timelines, but rather aligning with the next realm of choice. If you presently find yourself in the third density, the path is to raise your consciousness to match the fourth. If you reside in the fourth, your aim is towards the fifth, and those in the fifth aspire towards the sixth. Everything exists in the present moment. The key question is, where is your focus? Beyond raising one's frequency, there's also the need of consciously selecting a preferred polarity, service to self or service to others. This is the essence of the bifurcation process, as two distinct groups are emerging on the planet, ultimately leading to the availability of two separate planets for humanity as soul fragments embark on their next incarnations. Humanity's transition away from the third density began several decades ago and will continue for several more. Since 2012, we have entered a so-called ascension window, making graduation to the next realm, also known as the harvest, possible for everyone alive today. This current incarnation is for many souls the last one in the fourth realm. Young souls on Terra have waited at least 26,000 years, the length of one ascension cycle, for this unique opportunity. When they incarnate next time, it will hopefully be into a fifth density avatar on a fifth density planet of either polarity. Ascension doesn't happen overnight. Nothing in this universe can survive a density shift caused by a sudden external solar flash or similar event. Such an occurrence would result in the destruction of all life on Earth and wouldn't serve cosmic or spiritual evolution. Instead, this shift is gradual, allowing the biological vessel time to adjust and our minds to expand to higher consciousness. The shift to the semi-physical fifth realm doesn't equate to entering some form of heaven. That is an empty promise often spread in various circles. There is no heaven or hell in this universe of eon. Humanity is indeed entering a new realm, a new reality, but it is not a paradise. However, the new Earth will be a much better place for everyone, offering a more harmonious coexistence with access to new knowledge and an expanded awareness. Above all else, the fifth realm offers a greater understanding of the multidimensionality of life. With higher consciousness comes profound lifestyle changes. You will observe individuals around you opting for healthier and more environmentally friendly diets. It also entails abstaining from drugs and substances that harm the body. Humans will embrace a deeper care for nature and the preservation of natural resources. With heightened consciousness, people will no longer blindly accept rules and follow leaders. There will be a questioning of all governing institutions, giving rise to new ways of living and being. The emergence of free-thinking individuals heralds the end of old belief systems. More and more people are awakening to the profound understanding that each individual creates their own reality. The bifurcation process will be turbulent, and we are currently in the midst of it. It starts deep within each person as they realize that the frequency of the external world no longer aligns with their inner world. People will demand external changes until they grasp that all power is within. The external world changes as people find peace within. Humans themselves will usher in the Golden Age by raising their frequency and becoming aligned with a more loving reality. However, this transformation won't occur overnight, and not all humans will awaken simultaneously. Consequently, clashes between the service to self and service to others groups forming on the planet are inevitable. This universe is designed to provide souls with an educational environment where consciousness can explore physical and semi-physical realities. The driving forces in this cosmic school are the positive and negative polarities. This results in clashes between the emotions of love and fear. Within each human, this manifests as the ongoing struggle between the ego and the heart. Humanity is in the process of leaving behind a history marked by negativity, suffering, and fear. Approximately 80% of humans are expected to choose service to others, paving the way for a positively charged future Earth. Those who lean towards service to self will create their own reality, and their future incarnations will be on negatively polarized planets. While this separation is challenging, things will get easier as the two polarities have drifted apart. Even those opting for service to self will find relief once this process is complete. From the perspective of source energy, there is nothing wrong with choosing service to self. Both polarities serve a purpose, driving exponential growth and expanding cosmic consciousness. However, for a human on Earth yearning for peace and a more loving world, this shift holds profound significance. An awakened individual surrounded by a predominantly dormant society experiences a stark contrast. Routine activities like watching the evening news can serve as painful reminders of how distant the fifth density reality seems. This can be problematic because anything that feels unattainable ultimately is unattainable. Nevertheless, when you turn off the TV and find solitude within the power of oneness, you can create a personal sanctuary in the fifth density and step into it. Give yourself the gift of peace of mind daily. Remember, everything in this universe is interconnected as one energy field, and ultimately your reality is shaped by your desires and intentions. Arise, Starseeds of Terra. Embrace the dawn of your new Golden Age.